everyone, Rachel here, welcome back to Travels of a Single Lady. I'm so sorry this video has taken so long to upload. There has been so much footage that I took in Flaam. There's been loads to go through and it's taken me ages to edit it. Secondly, I have actually been ill. So I've been recovering from pharyngitis. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. It's mostly gone, but I'm still not quite 100%, so you might have to bear with me for a little bit. So this episode of my Britannia series is, as I said before, all about Flaam. As I mentioned in the last video, my excursion was at 7:30 in the morning, and as some of you already know, I am not the earliest of risers. I was woken up at 7 o'clock in the morning by my cabin, by my breakfast arriving at my cabin. I didn't have any time to speak to you guys before I legged it out of the door. So we're going to start this video with some speed walking. I'm sure you will agree. Walking up to the train to get on board. So sit back, relax, I hope you enjoy it, and let's just jump straight into the video.
We're off on a train.
There's a short clearing in the forest where you have a direct sight on the waterfall view on the foot. That is a waterfall with a free fall of 140 meters.
Train has stopped outside the station area. Please keep all exit doors closed. Repeat, please keep all exit doors closed.
Look at you, she's a second engine's not working, can I get us up here?
What? No. I don't know why we're stopping. I thought maybe there was sheep in the track, but there was no sheep here, so it's still not in the steep part of the track. That's further on. In the steep part of the track, one time I got stuck in one of the tunnels of the train, and it was this steep. And we were going 100 meters, and then stopped. 100 meters, and then stopped. Eventually, we figured out the problem, and we went to go. We were stuck in that tunnel for 100 meters, so we were swimming. So this is much better. It's It's not steep here, and we're outside. So.
I got the computer working. Unfortunately, we don't have any electricity for driving the train anymore. Hopefully, they are not related. We have heating and lights. There are some work being done on the other side of the other line, and we think they are related, so maybe they have turned off the electricity due to some reason there. We don't need to push. It wouldn't help much. So let's just be patient and hope we're going to get out of here soon.
Definitely a singing fairy.
Flaam today. I didn't get a chance to speak to you when I first got up this morning. My trip was at 7:30. I woke up at 7, so I legged it out the door. I've been on my train trip. It was absolutely beautiful. The fjords are stunning. But I'm going to head out now and go back and have a wander around the town. It's not going to take me long to do it, just to wander around. And then I'll be back later on for my chocolate cooking class.
that you just heard is the emergency signal, but they're doing a crew exercise. Strange.
The puppets, you put your hands in, you can just go where you want. Oh no, it's not really like that. It's a puppet.
It's a very different kind of fashion.
Yeah.
Missed the initial sail out because I was in Cookery Club. Just got back to my cabin. I have made a massive tray of brownies and a massive tray of truffles. So this is sort of catching the end of sailing out of Flaam now. It's a beautiful place, but Cookery Club was so much fun. Currently still sailing away from Flaam. I've just looked up and this is the view I can see. It is absolutely stunning. Such a beautiful area to see.
Watching Flaam. Comment down below if you've been to Flaam before and what your favourite bit of Flaam is. I really enjoyed my day there and I'd love to chat to you guys more, so make sure you comment down below. It was a shame I couldn't film anything in the cooking class. I did ask, I promise, but it was health and safety. I wasn't allowed to. It was so much fun and I made such a mess. Not that you can tell from my apron stayed pretty clean. But my hands and my cooking station were an absolute state. The truffles and brownies were amazing. I had so many and I had to bring most of it home. So the guys that ran the class were fantastic. I learn best being shown what to do, being allowed to do it myself, but also to a certain extent being treated like a primary school child. And they explained everything so simply, so... I don't know what the word is, but it was absolutely fantastic. If I'd have done that at home, my brownies and my truffles would have come out nothing like they did. The guys know what they're doing. They were very good. And if you ever get a chance to do something like that on board, go for it. I would thoroughly recommend it. It was an absolutely fantastic afternoon. We didn't even notice when we'd set sail, so we missed the beginning of the sail away, and we didn't even notice. I was super impressed at the fact that nobody noticed that they were all baking gluten-free because of me. I had let them know in advance that obviously I am gluten-free, so the ingredients needed to be amended for me, and I was expecting just for my ingredients to have been amended, and actually they just scrapped flour altogether and replaced everybody's flour with gluten-free flour. Nobody noticed, and it wasn't until we got to the end and the chef came out and said, here's your cards. We all got given recipe cards so we could make everything again at home. And he said, all you need to do is just swap the flour out for normal flour. And this lady looked at him as if to say, well, what did we just put in our brownies? And when he explained it was gluten-free flour, she didn't believe him. She said that they couldn't have been using gluten-free flour because her brownies were too good. It was quite amusing. I did have a little bit of a chuckle at that one. But as I said, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Next up is Olden, and Olden was my favourite day of the cruise in total. The scenery was stunning. It was an absolutely fantastic day. So if you want to see that in 2 weeks' time, please like this video below, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Once you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when my videos have been uploaded. And I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks when we go for a wander around Olden. See you next time. Bye!